Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense as they take control of the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game type numbers early this year. But, guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
Got his man on the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Walls. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Holstein to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
give to the running back. Bring him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the air, it's McMillan. Makes the grab. There he goes to the right. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground with the counter. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're testing the right side here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. After the run, now to throw. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Washington State has it all working right now. Play action on first down. Extending the play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down to the pass and getting the sack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll run it to the right. Driven back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And now this offense will take the field again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Eli Holstein to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, it's Clemens. Defense all over him.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They give it to him again. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Hard running there. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moving the pocket, it's Walls. On the move. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Calls his own number, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing, Holstein. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. He'll pull it down. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Holstein. Out wide left, it's Young. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Young. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Wants to throw on 1st. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Here's Holstein to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Left side is Lewis. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Setting up the screen. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fort. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Working the ground game. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Walls. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Eli Holstein to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires and picked off. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On third down, he drops to throw. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
One more snap coming before halftime. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's McMillan. They're all over him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey, guys, I caught up with the head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The short hands, it's Clemens. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wideout. Sets his feet. It's McMillan. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
In the red area, it's Lewis. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the option. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide left, it's Wells. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Back to pass, it's Walls. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's McMillan. Out wide right, it's Lewis. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Turns into the pile. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side is Clemens. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's McMillan. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Tough run here. It's Clemens.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
In the gun on third down, here's Holstein. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Enough to move the chains. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Walls. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Washington State going back to work on first down. Tight end now in motion. Hands it off. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He'll take it himself. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed.
He's loose, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rides the option, he keeps it. There he goes.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run him again. Got the first down. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Second down coming up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He'll keep it on second down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Hand it to the back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Cougar! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of...
A shot toward the end zone. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game. Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense showing blitz here. Back to pass, it's Walls. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business,